Today's episode of Distorted View Daily is brought to you by AdamandEve.com. From toys, lingerie, and lube to movies, S&M gear, and furniture. Yes, furniture. Every home needs a fuck ottoman. Adam and Eve has something for everyone's sexual taste. We all know free stuff is awesome, but free stuff to spice up your bedroom is even better. For a limited time, select almost any one item for 50% off, and then Adam and Eve is going to load you up, give you a hot injection of free stuff. Just make sure to use promo code FREAK at checkout and get 10 free gifts. A sexy item for him, a special gift for her, and a third item you'll both enjoy. Plus 6 free spicy movies, plus free shipping. There's a lot of words with S's in this promo. That's FREAK. Offer code FREAK. F-R-E-A-K. FREAK at checkout. They want me to say the promo code a lot. Use promo code FREAK at AdamandEve.com. Get 50% off just about any item. 10 free gifts. It's an amazing deal. Coupon code FREAK. FREAK. It's Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Coming up on the program today, King Cucumber gets lost in Queen Cunt's cave. Plus, are you for or against watching porn while having sex? DV wants to know. And today's Linda Finkel Hall of Fame nominee is most certainly not a douchebag. All coming up today. It's time for Distorted View Dance Party!
It's Distorted View Daily with Tim Henson.
I break the spell of magic. I break the spell.
Listen, I gotta go. I gotta find a big dick before work. Later.
I just want to say there's no shit in the anus right now.
Yes! Tim Henson back here with you for your Wednesday episode of DV. Have a great one for you. I mean, not to beat a dead horse, but tipping culture is out of control. We've talked about it here on the show. I'm sure you've heard it everywhere. Not only that, you've experienced it. But it's true. I've got an example here for you, a piece of audio. But before I play it, let me just say, I used to think, I was under the impression at one point, I was a great tipper. I used to have this smug air about me. When I would see people tip, I'd say to myself, I tip more than that. Come on, these people deserve it. Why the fuck you being so stingy? You know, my dad was really stingy when he would tip, and we'd have to, sneak back to the table at the restaurant after, as we were leaving and, leave an extra few dollars. Because my dad really believed, $1 or $2 tip, that's acceptable. No, not even back in the, 90s. So there I was as a young adult, Mr. Big Shot, flashy with my wads of 1s and 5s, dishing them out, because I'm so generous, right? I've got such a big heart, and I'm a good person. That all changed when, everything began to pretty much require a tip. I think the real, excuse the terminology here, the real tipping point were these, fast casual restaurants where there's no server, right? You're at a counter, and you're pointing at stuff. You want these employees to scoop into your bowl. And then as you waddle down to the end of the line, you insert your card and they're like, hey, how about a little tip? Little something extra for us? You know, come on, we're not making that much. I understand you guys aren't making tons of money. One thing I've also noticed, though, is the food prices continue to increase, so I'm paying more, and now I got a fucking tip on top of that? Bullshit! I don't know what happened to my big, generous heart, but that's no longer a part of me. I hate the argument, well, if you can't tip, or if you're unwilling to tip, maybe you should just be eating in. You know, when I'm hungry, I look at where I want to eat, I look at the prices on the menu, and I'm like, okay, this sounds good. But then you got to do all these mental things where you're like, okay, how much do I have to fucking tip? That's going to increase the price by $3 or $4. Is it worth it for a hot dog? Fucking hot dog is $8 after you factor in the tip, you know what I mean? Nuts. So I stopped drinking Starbucks for the most part. And I was trying to find something that I could replace that with that's like semi-healthy, better than Starbucks. I landed on smoothies. Now, I know there's like a lot of smoothies that add sugar and blah, blah, blah. But I found at Smoothie King, they've got some no sugar, pretty healthy smoothies. Problem is, they're $10. That's for the small. I used to think $6 was too much for a smoothie. But, you know, this is the fucking world we live in now. Old man complaining about prices. That's what I've become. But this is, you order it on the app. You don't even interact with these people. When you get to the smoothie place, there's literally like a little refrigerator. You just open the door and take your smoothie and leave. And they want a tip. I don't even know who the fuck I'm tipping. And why should I tip? I don't even like the smoothie. It doesn't taste good because there's no sugar. It's just something to put in my mouth and suck. Lord Douche isn't doing his job. You know what I mean? Like in the morning, I want something. Start my day off right. I actually like the fact it doesn't taste good because to me that means it's healthy. Something's happened within the last 3 or 4 weeks where this switch has gone off in my brain where I'm like, I don't even need anything to taste good anymore. So even when I eat at like shitty fast food places, like I'll go to Panda Express and instead of getting rice, I'll get the super greens. And then I just get like, for the entree, I'll get like vegetables with a little bit of chicken or something. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. It's just something to put in my mouth and chew. That's what I get enjoyment doing. I don't care about taste anymore. Does that mean I'm clinically depressed? Kind of sounds like it, huh? Nothing brings me joy anymore and I don't give a fuck. Here's the short video I was talking about. This is from, I don't know, a few months ago, maybe a year. A pizza man is delivering, and the Ring doorbell caught this interaction. Apparently someone's being bludgeoned. Kind of sounds like someone screaming, right? I don't know, just like the door opening or something.
Hi.
Hello.
Come here, Max.
All right. So, I think maybe this is a DoorDash driver, maybe, or Uber. Yeah, because he's got a DoorDash bag. He hands the pizza to her.
Thank you.
I just want to say, it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
You can't hear that last part, but he says, fuck you.
You're welcome.
Fuck you. She tipped him $5, which I thought, oh, that's the tip, right? When I think of a pizza being delivered, I think of a $5 tip. Like, that's what I would give. Not me specifically, of course, because I go to pick up my pizzas so I don't have to tip. Which, by the way, some pizza places still ask if you want to tip. It's like, who? What? Stop it. That is a 20% tip. Her pizza came to $20. She tipped $5. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Sorry. If I were to tip based on the shit pizza I purchase, 20% of $6.99 is what? Like $1.50 or something like that? Oh, he would not like my tip. Luckily for him, he's not going to have to worry about those DoorDash tips anymore because he was fired for cursing out a woman after she gratefully offered him a $5 tip for a $20 pizza order. According to a news story here, the man, identified only as Dasher Corey, was caught on Texas woman Lacey Percival's doorbell camera, dropping off her family dinner and berating her. Well, is saying fuck you, berating her. He also said she had a nice house. That seems to be lost in all of this. He wasn't rude, aside from the fuck you comment. DoorDash said in a statement, respectfully asking for a tip is acceptable, but abusing or harassing someone is never acceptable. Well, they've never listened to an episode of DV. That's all we feature. Abusive people harassing others. It's a beautiful thing. There would be no show without that in our world. All right, let's move on. Oh, I've got a short quasi-celebrity clip to share with you. You guys know who Scott Wolf is, right? 90s teen heartthrob, star of Party of Five. Everybody wants to live how they want to live it. Everybody wants to love how they want to love it. Everybody wants to be closer to free. You remember that song, right? I think the song was more popular than the TV show, but okay, it made Scott Wolf a household name, at least in my house. Oh, Scott. A boy could dream. A boy could wet dream. Couldn't he? Had to correct myself there. Anyway, Scott Wolf is now, he doesn't do much. I think he appears in 1 or 2 movies every year on the Hallmark Channel. At some point, he got married to a cast member of MTV's Real World. Surprise, surprise, that relationship didn't last. They actually had a good run. 21 years of marriage. He was granted temporary custody of their children and a restraining order against the woman back in June when the whole divorce proceeding started. She's been working overtime trying to smear Scott Wolf's good name. She has since accused him of abuse and child endangerment. It sounds to me that this woman, her name is Kelly Wolf, I don't know if she's struggling with drugs or alcohol or she's just cuckoo crazy bananas, but Scott is able to fully control marital funds. He pays for all the household expenses and he gives Kelly $10,000 a month for living costs. Jesus Christ. Those Hallmark movies must pay well, right? There's also like a bit of bribery going on where it's like, hey, Kelly, if you go to some sort of inpatient treatment to work on yourself, Scott will cover the cost of all that as well. And some of your legal fees. Just get to the hospital. Naturally, she's on TikTok and she's losing her goddamn mind. First up, she demanded to see her children. And Scott Wolf is like, look, you can't be alone with them right now. Kelly thought the kids would just, spend some time with her in the backyard or the front yard, whatever, in the house. Scott's like, no. Why don't you come out on the sidewalk, hug your kids, and that'll be it for now. Kelly, of course, TikToked the whole thing.
It has to be out front. What the fuck? What the hell? No. Hi, guys. Come around the side. Hi. No, it does not. No, it does not. Nope.
Now, the kids seem old enough to object if they really wanted to see their mom and spend time with her. You know what I mean? Like one of the kids is 16, another one is 12, the other's 11. They could be saying like, Dad, come on, let us spend time with mom in the backyard. Instead, they're being very quiet. I think they know their mom's got a few screws loose.
Okay. Get back in your car, please.
Yeah, she's still under the impression she's going to get some alone time. No. Scott's not going anywhere.
Get back in your car, please. Then send Gary. Send Gary.
Here, they're not going inside or in the back.
Is there a reason, Scott?
Yeah.
What is it?
4 months ago, you tried to set them on fire? Ring a bell?
Scott, this is actually really cruel to our children. Hi, guys. I love you so much.
They just want to say they love you and give you a hug, so please let them do that.
Walk away, dude.
I'm not going anywhere.
Walk away!
Another woman who thinks she calls the shots.
Come to the back.
We are going to have a fun time! I demand it!
All right, you guys. This is all your father's choice.
Maybe Scott Wolf ultimately is the bad guy. I do know within the last day, a new story has been posted on People. People magazines all over this. There's a new order stipulated by the judge that gives Scott Wolf temporary sole custody of his kids. Kelly is granted liberal supervised parenting time.
Gary, never sleep again. Scott Wolf, karma will come for you, sir. Karma will come for you. never say my name again.
We love you.
I don't love you. I love you, Lucy. I love you, Miller.
Love you, Mom.
Let Jackson come and see me. You're a monster. Your whole family is monsters. Wolves in sheep's clothing.
Hey, that's a good pun because, you know, his last name is Wolf.
Don't ever come here again. If I see you here, I'm calling the police. You understand? I love you, Miller. You got into Croatia, Venezuela, Brazil, Australia. You did it, you buddy. You fucking did it. Come on.
A few hours later, she was in a better mood.
Okay, we're going to just do a whole thing where you guys send me, like, all kinds of gifts.
Yeah, that sounds a lot of fun for you. Guys, let's try that. You just send me lots of presents. Is she saying gifts, like with a T, or gifts as in like animated gifts?
Just tons. Anything you could think of. Let's just have more fun because I'm starting to get very bored. And I can't go anywhere because my cars are crashed.
Yeah, somehow that just sort of makes sense, right? Crazy people always have smashed-in cars because they should not be driving. You know, more and more I'm on Scott Wolf's side here. I don't know anything about him, really, or his relationship, but this lady just sounds unwell.
But I'm getting bored, people. Should we have a party or invite me to do something? Just send me a car service.
All right, she wants gifts and a car service. Also, take her out for a nice night.
Because I still don't have access to our financials.
You already blow through your $10,000 for the month, honey? The problem with, like, broadcasting your entire life, including your mental breakdowns, on TikTok is, you know, people get concerned. There are also trolls out there. Seems like some of those got to poor Kelly.
All right, let me say this loud and f***ing clear. Do you guys hear me? If anybody calls a wellness check on me...
Again?
That's called harassment, okay?
Well, not necessarily. It sounds like you might need a wellness check. There is a bit of cause for concern there, you have to admit.
Oh, man over there, your little Hallmark star, has a 180-day hold waiting for me. Okay, so when they come, they take me back to the mental hospital. Are we clear?
Again, the key words there are, they're going to take me back to the mental hospital. She is no stranger to that particular facility.
Look, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm fucking great. See? Yeah. Got this. Made it for Miller.
She sounds great.
Hello.
I'm sorry I ever questioned that.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Stop it.
What the fuck do you want me to say? All I hear from you is hello, hello, hello. You're like a lonely parrot. Hello, hello, hello. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. I love, like, this is kind of like eavesdropping in on other people's relationships, you know? I love it when they have problems, especially celebrities. They're just like us. Speaking of celebrities, well, a celebrity in my book, Valentina Gomez is back. We featured her, a couple years ago. I think she was running for Congress.
Woke is bullshit. I am glad to see President Trump taking my advice and putting a definitive end to all this gay shit once and for all. I called out all those pedophiles from the very beginning, and I was banned from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Wikipedia because of it. So with that being said, 2025 is the year we shove those faggots back in the closet.
My queen. By the way, I don't know how much of this can be attributed to her, but we are kind of getting pretty close to pushing the faggots back in the closet. I think she's planning on running for Congress again. I mean, she loses every time she runs. This time, though, based on where America's going, I think she's got a real shot. The odds are in her favor. Here's her newest video featuring a flamethrower and a Quran. Doesn't take a brain scientist. That's not the right way to say that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist or a brain scientist. What are those people called? Neurosurgeon? It doesn't take a neurosurgeon to figure out what she's going to do here.
Your daughters will be raped.
As long as they're home in time for dinner, that's all I care about. I'm a real hands-off parent. I let my girls live their life. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Your daughters will be raped and your sons beheaded unless we stop Islam once and for all.
Oh yeah, she lit it on fire there.
We're done turning the other cheek.
Is Islam a real problem here in the United States? I don't think so.
Turning the other cheek. Remember, David didn't pray for Goliath. He killed them. America is a Christian nation, so those terrorist Muslims can fuck off to any of the 57 Muslim nations. There is only one true God, and that
is Donald J. Trump, right?
Yeah.
Mead like that one. That one's just for you, buddy. All right, let's move on. Oh, speaking of Mead, something really weird went down on his YouTube channel. He deleted a bunch of videos, and in a new post that just went up yesterday for you listening to the show, he sort of explains it, but it's very mysterious.
I had to clean house in my channel, so I got rid of some controversial videos. I guess I had some private conversations went on, and I was made aware of these, and someone contacted me and said, you should remove this or else. Not quite in those words, but so I decided to remove my, is Donald Trump my father?
Oh, right. We covered that one. So the only way you can really hear what went down in that video is to go back into the archives at this point. I'm glad I was able to preserve that.
Video and a few others, because it's not really pertinent to this channel anyway.
Yeah, well, very few videos on this channel have anything to do with being fit or lean, but I get what you're saying.
I don't want to make this a vlog channel. I might do some other vlogs, but nothing like that, because
vlog. Why can't he say vlog?
Really, folks, when it comes to
vlog,
to it, that was just a silly fantasy. Donald Trump is not my father.
Well, you both struggle with weight. That's something else you have in common. Oh, in one of Mead's most recent posts, he has gained weight back. He's almost up to, 260 again? She's a gainin'.
Not only that, folks, it was insulting to my beloved, dearly departed mother. And, she wasn't a hoe. She wasn't a 304.
Well, you don't know that.
And Donald Trump, of course, was not a...
Your mom could have been sleeping all over fucking Richmond and New York City.
And Donald Trump, of course, was not a philanderer.
Donald fucker right in the pussy Trump, not a philanderer.
And Donald Trump, of course, was not a philanderer. I don't think Donald Trump would be doing that. And my mother was a married woman, and a 40-year-old married woman.
Sounds like she needed to get banged hard.
Why would she go sleep with some random New Yorker? I don't think it would make any sense. Anyway, folks, I want to come today because I did have a little bit of a weight gain, a little bitty, but I'm not discouraged because I know what I did wrong and I'm back on track. I gained 4 pounds.
Well, he starts talking about his weight, which is like the least interesting part of this video. I want to know who he was having a conversation with. Like, who called Mead and told him to take down those Donald Trump videos? Anyway, speaking of awful singers, we've played so much bad music over the years, and not just Linda Finkel Hall of Fame nominees. Sometimes I'll play bad music as an intro to DV, and I've got these audio files on my computer that I pull up occasionally, but they don't have a lot of information sometimes. For instance, I love that song Hannah Banana, which we play occasionally.
They was
call me Hannah Banana.
Hannah Banana.
Right.
Before you were born, and when you arrived in this world, you became Daddy's little girl. Oh yeah, you're Daddy's little Hannah Banana. Hannah Banana.
I just happened to run across a version of Hannah Banana sung by this lady, and so now I have her name, Norma Lee. And guess what? She's got other music. I've got 2 examples here. This one we may have played on the show before. I don't know if the person who sent me Hannah Banana also originally sent me this, and it took years for me to play it, but I do recall hearing this.
Ask Jesus, ask Jesus.
By the way, the name of the song is Ask Jesus.
To come sit on your heart, he'll turn your life around. Ask Jesus, ask Jesus.
Yeah, you know it's a Norma Lee song. She's got that signature, whatever that is. Jesus. Oh my God, is this Angela Cummings' mother?
Ask Jesus.
Jesus. Another uncovered hit from Norma Lee was just found by yours truly today. It was buried in a video where Norma is showing off a Shirley Temple doll.
Welcome to the Norma Lee Show. Well, today, folks, I thought I would show you my Shirley Temple doll. Here.
Okay, so she shows off her vintage Shirley Temple doll, and then there's a weird transition. I think she's trying to teach us a lesson here.
What goes around, comes around. If you hurt other people, it comes home to you. Believe me, I've experienced this all my life, and I'm really old. Okay? I'm going to have an old douchebag today for you.
What? Where did that come from? I can't tell if she's going to show off a vintage douchebag or if she's going to, introduce her grandson, who's kind of a dick. Tell us more about this douchebag.
So will my producer start the music for me?
Oh, that's right. We've got some douchebag-themed music on the way here.
It's funny how life changes from when I was a child. I'm not an old douchebag, but I've had a few miles.
It's interesting how we went from praise music, Jesus, to I am not a douchebag. I'm liking this Norma Lee more and more.
I was a child, I was shy as could be. How did I know back then what I was going to be?
I find it a little strange she's singing along to her own music and not well.
No, I'm not an old douchebag, nor an old knight. I'm the star of my hometown. What goes around comes around.
All right, that's enough, Norma Lee. We can once again forget her for another 10 years. I would not mind that in the least. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. Not a member of the Sideshow? What are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. Memberships are very inexpensive. Go to distortedview.com right now. Sign up. You'll get all of the exclusive shows we do throughout the week. Typically 2 full-length Sideshow exclusive episodes. And then we also do those little mini bonus segment shows. We did one on Monday. Normally we do one on Wednesday. This week is going to be a little different. The bonus segment will pop up on your feeds on Friday. So be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow's full-length episode of DV is also going to be Sideshow exclusive. So, sign up for the Sideshow right now so you don't miss a thing. We've also got that Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge $5. Get access to our special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Pledge at least $20 and I will send you out some DV merchandise. We do that a couple times, throughout the year. It just so happens to be about one of those times in the next few weeks. So make sure you sign up right now. Up your pledge if you need to. I'll be announcing on an upcoming show what exactly you freaks will be getting who pledge at least $20. In the past, we've done things like umbrellas, mugs, beach towels, hats, a wide variety of things. So that's very exciting. You can also help Distorted View out by sponsoring an episode of the show. For a mere $25, you can sponsor the show in your name or a loved one. If you want me to talk about anything in particular or play a clip that you like or something, I'd be happy to do so. Just PayPal me $25 to show@distortedview.com. Or you can go to paypal.me/distortedview. You might wonder why we didn't have a listener sponsorship today. Well, that's because we have a real sponsor in the form of Adam and Eve. We don't want competing sponsors, right? So yes, go to adamandeve.com, use promo code FREAK, get 50% off just about any item, free shipping, yada, yada, yada. And listener sponsorships will resume on Friday. I think I have a couple more. Yeah, there's a few in the queue there. Not many, though. Sponsor the show now, and you'll hear your name on this podcast real soon. Okay, 2 very quick stories now. First up, we've got a story from Ufa, Russia. As in, you got what stuck in your twat? Ufa. That must have been uncomfortable. A 21-year-old woman in the Russian city of Ufa required emergency medical treatment last week after a cucumber became lodged inside of her body during what authorities described as intimate activity. It wasn't just any cucumber. It was a
king cucumber.
That pussy must have been
blown wide open.
How wide open?
Over 10 centimeters of gape.
Don't stare too long into
the abyss.
Why? Because
the pussy void will consume you.
I could do this all day. I love this news story because, A, it's not really news. I don't think the markets are going to fluctuate knowing that some woman in Russia accidentally slipped a cucumber up her pussy. The other reason I love it is because we've all heard this story before. There was some girl in your high school that did this, maybe with a hot dog, maybe with a cucumber. But, something like this has certainly happened. And you know what? The local news in our town was not there to report on this. Now, I love that the news points out that it was a king cucumber. Almost like they're slut-shaming this bitch. She didn't grab just any cucumber. She grabbed a king cucumber. But you know what? I hate cucumbers, both in my mouth and my ass. No, thank you. So I actually looked up what a king cucumber was, and apparently it refers to a specific Asian bread. Nice. A lot of people getting bred by cucumbers lately. It refers to a specific Asian bread, long, slender. See, even though it's called a king cucumber, that's very deceiving. It's slender and thin-skinned, and if you really need to know, it's burpless. I thought burpless, I didn't know what burpless meant, so I thought it was like the bumps on a cucumber. I thought, oh, maybe this is a very smooth cucumber as opposed to more of like a pickly, bumpy cucumber. But no, burpless is pretty much what it sounds like. A burpless cucumber is a variety bred to be mild, sweet, and nearly seedless, lacking the compound cucurbitacin. No, that's not right. Cucurbitacin. I don't know. That causes bitterness and a gas that leads to burping after consumption. I guess that's the kind of cucumber you want to go for if you're going to be sticking it in your vagina and you're not a fan of queefs. I don't know if the burpless variety of cucumbers help in that regard, but why not take every precaution? Back to the story here. According to the Russian news outlet Baza, the woman, identified only as Marina, a pseudonym, smart choice, was admitted to a local hospital complaining of abdominal spasms and pain. Her companion informed doctors that the pair had been engaged in sexual activity with a cucumber that became stuck and could not be removed. Sounds like someone should have went to adamandeve.com and used promo code could have picked out a nice, affordable dildo with a flared base, one that would not get sucked up in that hoovering hoo-ha of yours. And, she could have got
50% off.
And don't forget,
free shipping.
Is that too much? Am I overdoing it? Physicians were able to extract the vegetable and recommended a rectoscopy to check for possible internal damage. Medical staff, however, noted an unusual detail. The cucumber appeared to have been bitten prior to its use. Dun, dun. I don't know what that means exactly. Is that good? Should they not have done that? I'm guessing you want an intact cucumber if you're going to be pushing it inside you. Once you bite into it, the fibers of the vegetable get loose. It's easier for pieces to fall off. The couple declined to explain the circumstances and left the hospital shortly after treatment. The case comes weeks after a separate incident in Colombia, where a 40-year-old man sought help for severe discomfort and difficulty walking. X-rays revealed a cucumber lodged inside his rectum. Cucumbers are really having a moment. 2025, year of the cucumber. The patient reportedly claimed the vegetable might have grown from a seed he had swallowed. That's a great explanation. Doctors quickly dismissed that theory. Both patients were discharged without lasting injuries, though their unusual explanations left physicians with unanswered questions. Second story we have for you today. Oh, looky here. We got one from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Florida, our most fucked up state.
It's a very hot episode of Distorted View, because this story also has to do with sex. A Florida man was arrested early Monday after police said he headbutted his girlfriend during a dispute that began while the couple was having sex. I'm assuming it had to have been an argument about the sex. I know some people just sort of like talk throughout, not dirty talk, but just, chit chat while they're fucking. And it's like, can you focus at the task at hand here? I need your undivided attention. Like, just pretend you're in the moment here with me. We can talk about K-pop demon hunters at a later time. I really only need 5 or 6 minutes. Now, I hope to God this news story goes into detail about what the argument was about, because that's the only thing I care about here. I'm always let down by these things. According to court records, Donald Naples, 44, was engaged in consensual intercourse. We have to say that. Florida man is involved, so it's a big question mark. Could go either way there. He was engaged in consensual intercourse with his 50-year-old partner at around 3 a.m. That's prime banging time when he began watching a pornographic video. The woman reportedly told Naples to stop and suggested he finish himself, prompting an argument. So she didn't like the idea of porn playing while they had sex. Gotta say, I'm not a big porn guy, especially when having sex. I don't need the extra visuals. I've already got a fucking dick in my face. Why do I have to turn around and see more dicks? There is such a thing as too much dick, Also, I know how I would be if I had a fucking DVD porn going on the TV. I get sucked into anything I'm watching. I'll come downstairs and Lord Douche will be watching some Hallmark movie and I don't give two shits about it. But I will stand there for a while until, sure enough, I get sucked into the story and then all of a sudden I'm worried, oh my God, I hope she doesn't have to sell the bakery. Maybe the hometown hunk will save the day after all. And I always walk in about 40 minutes into the movie. So things are, progressing at that point. Some of these movies start off slow. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to have to sit down for the next 30 minutes, see how this motherfucker ends. I'm afraid the same thing would happen if I start watching porn while having sex. I'll just sort of forget that my dick is in a hole. Wait, just another few minutes. I want to see if the dad is going to walk in on his stepson having sex with his football teammate. I'm on the edge of my seat over here. Also, I'm very finicky because, I'd want to fast forward through the boring parts. I just think it's kind of rude to be fucking while you have a remote in your hand. You know what I mean? Investigators allege Naples struck the woman in the nose with his forehead. He headbutted her, causing heavy bleeding. She was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment. Police said the couple had been in a relationship for about 6 months. I don't think it's going to work out, guys. Naples declined to provide a statement after being read his rights. Because of a prior battery conviction, the charge was elevated to a felony. He's now being held in lieu of a $10,000 bond and ordered to have no contact with the victim. Naples, of course, has previous arrests on drug and theft charges, including a 2023 case in which he was originally accused of meth possession before pleading to a lesser paraphernalia count. His record also includes convictions for robbery, marijuana possession, resisting, and probation violations. So, an all-around dream date. Hey, I'm just happy we found out what this sex argument was about. I consider that a huge win. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks. Many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. Sorry. It's so stupid, the sounds I make. How can you listen to me on a daily basis? I'm like a goddamn gremlin. 206-666-4463. That's our voicemail line. Remember, if you pledge $5 to our Patreon account, you get access to a special line just for paying freaks. And yes, we've got some calls from them today.
Hi, Timmy Boo. It is Mouthy Broad.
Hey, Mouthy Broad.
So I'm listening to one of the side shows from last Thursday, I think it was. and you played a clip from a courtroom Karen named Lori Vallow / Daybell.
Yes.
And it's kind of funny that you brought this up.
Is she the one that like murdered people?
Their podcast I listened to recently did a series on them. It's her and this fat balding moron that she fell in love with and their stupid little cult. And the story is fucking bonkers. So in the event you choose to check it out, I think you'd enjoy it. I don't know that the podcast had a lot of audio you could use in your show, but boy, there's a lot.
I love stealing audio from other podcasts.
More to her than just being a Karen, like the fact that her brother was in love with her and wanted to have sex with her.
What?
And she would use that to her advantage.
Yeah! I don't know. I just sound like Lil Jon now.
By running around him all the time and like bikini.
I get more fucking gremlin noises.
And she manipulated lots of people into doing things. It's not specifically just her murdering people. It's her convincing other people to murder people for her.
Sounds like she was kind of trying to manipulate the judge, too, with those constant interruptions.
Because she secretly blew through husbands like toilet paper and then fell in love with this fat fuck. And they decided they were going to make some sort of weird cult, which was not particularly large. Additionally, you made a point to announce that she had killed a child. Unless I'm misremembering, due to something in the story, she ended up essentially becoming the caretaker to some family member's kid. I don't remember the specifics, but the kid was retarded, and it's the retarded kid she killed.
Oh, it was a mercy killing.
Again, I listened to this podcast maybe a couple months ago, so I might not have all of the details completely spot on, and I apologize if someone has already called about this.
Yeah, we might have to do a deep dive. This sounds very interesting. It's got everything I like, like incest, brother is in love with the sister, murdering retarded people. No, you know what I mean, cults,
but
sex cults.
Yeah, incest, retarded kid killing.
Yeah.
Figured you'd like the story a lot more if you had more details.
Exactly. Mouthy Broad and I are on the same wavelength.
Hello, Tim. Here calling in yet again. Sorry about calling in so much. Hey, I was listening to some old 2006, 2007 episodes, and it's crazy how much more faster paced those episodes are. I don't know if you've heard those in a while. They're like 10 minutes long. You just blow through content. It's kind of crazy. It's also weird hearing the old intro music.
Yeah.
Anyways, which leads me to my point. Can we get an episode with classic intro music and shit? That'd be awesome.
Sure.
I don't know, the retro.
I got all that shit.
The distorted view.
I'm a little digital hoarder over here. I often think about, maybe I should go back to that, like those early days of the show where things are just very short and very quick. We blow through the content. We're done. We're in and out in 10 or 15 minutes.
Retro? Anyway, love you, TV, dude. Bye.
But I think people are just too used to. I think people would get angry with me. The show has evolved over, the years into this mess.
Here, Timmy Boo, Tony Pro Lab calling in. It's been a while. Still listening. Love the mead content. Absolutely fucking love it. That guy's fucked. I learn more about him every time, and I'm like, wow, he's fucked. He is just, wow. What a specimen. Secondly, you were playing the clip of the girl who has misophonia. I, too, have that.
Oh, that's that girl. So if she hears someone making puking noises, like if I were to go, ugh, she would have this reaction where she would start dry heaving, right?
And I found that keyboard clacking, the mechanical one.
Oh, yeah.
Caused me to fly off the fucking handle.
I love mechanical keyboards. I love the sound. I love the clackies. I love the springy sounds. I love any kind of, I like the creamy ones.
I get so fucking mad. I pace around. I'm in a bad fucking mood. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. And the other one that's a big trigger is...
I so want to just start mashing on my keys and freak you out.
Fucking, those, paper bags you get? When they fucking,
I am familiar with paper bags, yes.
Man, that drives me nuts when, they... Just the crinkling of them.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking pisses me right off.
Do you remember several years ago, Sun Chips came out with some new biodegradable bags, and they were the loudest fucking things I've ever heard. You could not pick up a bag of those things without blowing your eardrums out. It was insane. They were so loud. They had to discontinue them. Like, they no longer sell Sun Chips in these bags. They stopped using them because they were just so loud and annoying.
It's a fucking issue. I've dealt with it for years, but yeah, I don't throw up. I just get real fucking angry for no fucking reason. And it's
just talking about it seems to get you angry.
The fucking thing ever. But
all right. Tony Prolapse, calm down. Let's do one more call here. Where are we at? Let's do a regular voicemail. Yes, caller. Uh-oh. Yes?
Hey, Timmy Boo. You know, Tim, I got a new speaker system for my car, and I had your podcast playing when the intro said, so deep in a white girl or whatever. And there just so happened to be a Caucasian lady walking across the street, and when she heard that, she just stood and stared at me. So, Timmy Boo, thank you for introducing me to pretty ladies. All right, love you.
This podcast is doing its job. Distorted View Daily, an audio series for the discerning pussy hound. All right, we're going to end it right there. Guys, thank you so much for all the voicemails. Keep them coming. All the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. DistortedView.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
Your daughters will be raped.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is one just for my Sideshow members, so if you are not yet a member, sign up. Go to DistortedView.com right now. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Tim Henson, hey, whoop whoop. Nice to see you, bud. Nice to see you, Tim.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.